Hello and welcome to this week's assignment. So what you'll do is you'll go to your course management site. It's in course sites. Log into the class. This class is called multimedia. And then from the course homepage, you'll see some options. For this one, we'll go straight to the discussion forum. In the discussion forum, you should see this week's assignment. So what we're going to be looking at is the IT security webinar presentation. So we will have a message board available for you to work with your groups and collaborate. So what you'll be doing is using this message board. We'll quickly go through the steps. So first you'll begin by getting to know your group members. You'll be in a group of 3, so you'll have 2 other members, and there'll be 2 other groups inside the class that you'll eventually work with as well. As a group, decide which security webinar you would like to register for from the SANS Institute. And so I've got the website here. You can click on it. If you'd like to go ahead and view the website, this is what the website will look like. So what you'll do as a group is you'll go through, and there are several webinars that you'll have a choice of going through. So pay attention to the title and who's sponsoring the webinars. Some are sponsored by companies, some are given just by individuals. You'll probably want to look at some of the ones that are sponsored by companies, and that'll be important as we go through the assignment. So let's go back to our course sites. So you'll decide as a group which of the webinars you'd like to participate in. You'll sign up for the webinar, and you'll have to attend the webinar online as an individual. But while you're watching the webinar or after completing or participating in the webinar, you'll discuss with your group items that were interesting, thought-provoking, and points that you either agree or disagree with. Then what you'll do is you'll find one of the presenters' affiliation or the company that they work for on LinkedIn.com. So LinkedIn.com is a professional social media networking site. What I want you to do is go to LinkedIn.com, find that company, and then follow the company. So here's an example. So in this example, I'm logged into LinkedIn, and I've searched for the company Semantic. So if I wanted to follow them, I would just simply click the little button that says follow, and now I'm following the company. So same thing if you wanted to follow another company. So we'll just search for another security company. So I just type up here in the search box, and so McAfee comes up. And if I want to follow this company, I'll just click follow again. So let's go back to the course site. So that will be part 1 of this assignment. So you'll watch the webinar, discuss with your group items that are interesting, thought-provoking, points you agree or disagree with, and then you'll follow the company on LinkedIn. Part 2 of the assignment is you'll create a new discussion thread by simply clicking on this forum called IT Security Webinar. So you'll go in here, and in the course sites, all you have to do is click Create Thread, and then you'll give the thread a name of whatever the webinar is that you viewed. So say you viewed one on application security. You'd spell it correctly, but so you just do that, and then you would start discussing down here with your group. So that's part 1. That's the first step of part 2. The second step of part 2 is, as a group, come to a consensus of the top 5 to 10 concepts that the webinar covered. Explain why these concepts were the most interesting or most important. And then what you'll do is you'll create either a PowerPoint with narrated audio and rehearsed timings, or you can create a video. You can do this as a group, or you can have the group work together to create this product, and you can have one person record it or narrate it. However you like to do that, you'll work within your groups to come up with the method that works best for your group. So limit your presentation on part 2, step 2, to 5 to 10 minutes. Then within your group, you'll identify 3 to 5 items that you disagreed with or that were missing, or that you identified as weaknesses in the webinar that you chose to watch. So again, you can put this into your PowerPoint or into your video and keep this portion of the presentation between 2 to 5 minutes. And the last part of part 2 is describe the latest news from the company's LinkedIn page and tell me if is the content on the LinkedIn page, is it related to the webinar that you watched, or is it something completely different? Whatever it is, just give us a quick 2 to 5 minute synopsis of what's going on with the company on their LinkedIn page. So parts 1 and 2 will be due by the end of this week's lesson, this week's webinar. Part 3, you'll have an additional week to review the other 2 groups to view their assessments of the webinars that they chose. So you'll review the other 2 groups, and their presentations should be anywhere between around 5 to no more than 15 minutes total. And as individuals, you'll give each group constructive feedback of 3 to 6 sentences or so, or you can use 2 to 3 minutes video response. And again, that will be due 1 week after parts 1 and 2 are due. So that's pretty much it. If you go again to the discussions forum, you should be able to click on the IT security webinar presentations. It gives you all the same information that we just covered, and I've already created areas for each of your groups to get started. So you should have an email from me to let you know if you're in group 1, 2, or 3, and just begin discussing with your group, introduce yourselves, and go through. So I hope you really enjoy this assignment and get to learn a lot about current information technology security concepts. Thanks, and go ahead and get started by going to the course website, which can be found at coursesites.com.